This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Castle coming up. Bad jokes on the way right before we drink and toast with the shot of the day and the return of Ted versus the FCC. Our question, I'm not saying it's me, but I heard someone might have stolen blank. Deputies asking for the public's assistance, identifying the mass pirate burglar, the suspect in a business burglary that occurred in late July. We head down to Portland, Oregon, in KGON territory. Deputies responded to a burglary that happened overnight at the Last Lap, located at 1515th North Adair Street. Employees arrived to find a safe stolen from the location with over $4,000 in cash to have believed to have been inside. So what did they do? They go to the videotape. And upon review of the surveillance video, deputies observed a suspect enter through a side door after business hours. The suspect was wearing a pirate mask that included a fake eye patch, a parrot, and a beard. Again, the man had a fake eye patch, a parrot, and a beard. He entered the store partially dressed with a T-shirt worn only across his shoulder while holding a fire extinguisher. After examining a safe on the floor, the masked pirate disabled the inside surveillance camera. Deputies believe the suspect removed the safe using a hand truck and fled in a stolen white pickup. Our question, I'm not saying it's me, but I heard someone might have stolen blank. 844-999-OLA.
Hey, man, and I just want to be clear, Miles. He did not have a fake eye patch. He just didn't need it.
Right.
Hello, Ramon. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
All right. So let me give you a little insight to my story.
Uh-oh.
I have literally went from Washington State to Nevada. I've been there less than 24 hours. My cousin, unnamed, said, "Hey, let's go hiking. We're really good, avid hikers and all that." I come across a turtle. All right. Pick up the turtle, put it in my backpack. I named him Merv. Right?
Oh, I see
you know
where
what
this
I mean,
is.
Vern?
Merv the turtle.
I see where this is going.
Now, I've had this turtle for like 2 days. 2 solid days. He's got cucumber, he's got lettuce.
Everything you need.
We go to Lake Mead. I have him on my dash. He's got his lettuce. Everything's fine. The attendant that's taking our tickets looks at me and goes, "Is that an endangered desert tortoise?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. It's a turtle. You know, it's a turtle. It's a tortoise, whatever you want to call it. He's healthy. He's good. Everything's fine." 2 seconds after I get to Lake Mead, I pull out my barbecue, pull out all my meat. These rangers, there's like 4 of them, SUV rangers. They have dogs. They swarm in like it's Al-Qaeda. They come in all directions. All I see is dust trails coming in. And I'm like, oh, look at that. You know, like it's crazy. There's little dust tornadoes. Nope, it's the Rangers. They come in, get on the ground. Get on. I'm like, sir, it's hot. The ground is hot. It's hot. Who's got the turtle? I've got the turtle. Like, it's my turtle. Like, everything's fine.
His name's Merv.
Yeah, his name's Merv. I was like, the turtle's fine. They went to go retrieve the turtle out of my car, and they literally asked me the one thing, right? They were like,
what is the one thing when you have a captive turtle?
Has the turtle peed? And
I'm
like,
of course.
I looked at him. I blank stare, deer in the headlights. I'm looking at him. I'm like, well, I haven't really been looking at his bowel movements, but no, he hasn't peed. And I'm asking him, why would that be a crucial point?
Right. Why is that the first question you asked me?
Did he poop on the walk?
Thing we're talking about, you know, like this is the important thing we're talking about. Has he urinated? And I'm like, not as far as I know. He's been on my dash, so I think I'd know. You know what I mean? There's no puddles, and apparently they were like, this is an endangered species.
Okay.
If the turtle pees, apparently, it drains all of its water resources out of its body, and it dehydrates to the point of death. And I didn't know this. So this ranger was grilling me. I mean, he's grilling me hard. I've got 6 family members sitting on a rocky Lake Mead, Nevada desert beach. You know what I mean? It is hot, and none of us want to sit down. We want to just stand in the water because that's where the cool spot is, and get on the ground. I'm like, dude, it's too hot to sit on the ground.
So what is the punishment for taking an endangered desert tortoise?
What's the turtle ticket?
Well, the official ticket they wrote me was transporting an endangered species with intent to breed. Now, mind you, I've only got one, I guess it's a male turtle, because they agreed that his name Merv was an appropriate name,
That's how you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, his name's Merv, man. Like, leave Merv alone.
Did they? I'm guessing if I'm the authorities, all right, and I get there and I've asked you about the pee. So at this point that I'm addressing you, I don't know you. You strike me as the type of dude where I'm saying to the other officers, look, maybe he broke the law, maybe he didn't. This dude did not do this with malice. This dude did not do it because he knew what it was, and this dude did not do it to do anything bad. I mean, do they?
And you'd be correct, but I guess the park attendant, when you go and you pay for your pass to park in the national park or whatever, he was looking at it like my turtle was on my dash willy-nilly, like I'd have had him for a while, you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, his name's Merv. Everything's fine. Is that an endangered tortoise? I don't know, man. I'm from Washington.
Think about this, though.
If I put a collar on a bobcat, it's my bobcat.
Right. With intent, what was it again?
To mate.
With intent to mate. Now, if I'm mistaken.
No, it was possession of an endangered species with the intent to breed.
The intent to breed.
Only one male turtle. I went hiking in the Red Hills, and I found this turtle, put him in my backpack. Boom, I got Merv.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. He's my new pet turtle.
If you have an endangered species, you can't put intent to breed as a problem on anything. The whole idea is that you want these animals to breed so that they're not endangered anymore. I'm not trying to be counterproductive here.
No, but I feel you. It's endangered. But my intent is to create more.
If I'm making more of these.
If I got one, yeah, all right.
But maybe you did breed them and you let like 20 go. All right, well, that's not really. I know you shouldn't be involved in that. As a rookie,
we
turtle.
understand that, but
that should not be that should not be the charge.
The other thing,
it should be anything other than that.
And it's not that you want to argue with the cops, but at some point you go, look, man, honest to God, I didn't know it's endangered. I named it Merv, so obviously I'm pretty innocent in all this. But do you think that if I knew that this was an endangered desert tortoise, all right, and that it was this bad of a thing to do you think I would drive to an authority, being the parking guy, right, who recognized, and put it on the dashboard of my car? Like, if I'm transporting cocaine over international lines, I don't put it on top of my dash when I'm going into Canada to say I'm just here to visit because I want to see the CN Tower. It doesn't make sense. You put it in your trunk, you hide it anywhere, but typically, if you know that it's contraband, most people I know anyway, don't put it up on their dash.
The reason we have turkeys that we can eat at Thanksgiving is because turkey handlers have an intent to breed.
Right.
Because these birds are so big, they can't inseminate themselves, so they...
Is that really what it is?
They handle the birds so that the birds can carry on. Yes.
Shouldn't that be... And listen...
That's why the little thing pops out when the turkey's done.
They're ready to breed. It seems to me you have like these... you have like chain gangs and all this kind of crap in prisons. Like, I feel like, okay... You kind of trust this guy. Maybe he can do some work. Like, that's the kind of job you should give him. Like, hey, man, you're inseminating turkeys, right? Or you're the guy that has to get the semen from the bull. Like, because, like, as someone who's not incarcerated or not a felon, I'm like, why would I want this job? What do you do for a living? Oh, I help turkeys inseminate.
It started with jive turkey, and then we got the hand jive, and it all came together. I'm not saying it's me, but I heard that someone might have stolen blank. 844-999-OLA.
100% certified hand jive turkey. You know what we're saying.
Do that crazy hand jive. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello, Brian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, guys.
Hola.
Hey, I'm not saying it was me, but a few years ago we were coming, a couple carloads of geniuses were coming back across the pass, coming back from Lake Chelan, and the guy in front slams on his brakes as we pass this boat that was parked on the side of the road on a trailer unattended. And so we all pull over thinking maybe he had car trouble or something. Well, he backs the Jeep up and says, hey, let's hook this boat up. And so we hooked up. It was about a 20-foot roundabout type, bayliner type boat.
Wait, hang on. Wait. When your buddy says, like, hey, let's hook this boat up, your next statement was, did anyone say, like, maybe this is a bad idea, or I don't know about this man, or was it just all in?
Well, it was all in. Well, we're geniuses. So
okay, say no more.
Hey, let's check. We got to check, make sure the boat is not sitting here because it's got a flat tire on the trailer.
Aha.
And it didn't have any flat tires, so we figured it must have been the vehicle that was towing it had the problem, and so they left the boat on the side of the road to go get their car fixed. So it was a free boat, sort of.
Well, everything's free when you steal it.
What happened to that free boat? Whatever became of the free boat?
I didn't say they were smart guys.
Okay.
So we hook up the boat, or these other guys hook up the boat, and the two cars pull out onto I-90, and this was back when it wasn't as nice as it is now. And so we get going, we get up actually through the pass, because this was just before the pass, and we start heading down the pass. And it's a little bit bumpy, and all of a sudden this boat starts to bounce up and down on the back of the trailer, on the hitch itself, and all of a sudden it pops off, and a couple of us are in the car behind, and that boat zips up in the air, and then it bounces down on the tongue and springs up over the side, shoots like 15 feet in the air, shoots up over the side rail over the left lane, and goes right over the railing, probably 100 feet down into the street below.
Did you ever into a street below? Did you ever go and see?
Well, there's like a trail of some sort way down
like a service
below,
road.
just over the path. I don't know what's down there.
You had to drive by very slowly at a later date just to check out the damage, right?
We went back and there was nothing but pieces.
Yeah, I know.
This was like we went back like a month later, not immediately. We weren't that stupid.
Yeah, no, I know.
Damn. Damn. And he's right at that point. This is like a 100-foot cliff. It's like,
A lot of things launched today for sure. All right, there you go. I'm not saying it's me, but I heard someone might have stolen blank. We've got your emails coming up on our question. Ted versus the FCC. Bad jokes, that's all coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Our question, I'm not saying it's me, but I heard someone might have stolen blank, and here come those emails from the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Couple from today before we get to the birthday emails. I'm not saying it's me, but I heard someone stole large bottles of KY jelly from a doctor's office while employed there. Hola, guys. My family has had a cabin on a lake near a large local military base for over 100 years. Many good times have occurred and continue to occur there on any given sunny day, and usually well into the night. Well, one of our neighbors there possesses an antique pump organ that was stolen by GIs from a chapel on said local military base during Prohibition. It was rowed across the lake at night and exchanged for booze that was mysteriously and abundantly always available in our secluded section of the lake. The organ still works, and every time I'm with the neighbors, I sit down and play Jump from Van Halen, as I imagine the old church lady used to do when it sat in the chapel decades ago. That from Dan. Robin will probably like this one. There was a caller talking about his turtle Merv he found hiking. My boyfriend found a Russian tortoise in a rock quarry, took him home, and his name is Earl. If I put my pinky over his tub, he walks up and gives me a little high five. Then I feed him. It's the cutest and coolest thing ever. That from Allison. Any comments from the Peanut Gallery?
We got a few. Let's see. I used to break into veterinary clinics and steal the euthanasia solution. It has a powerful drug in it. Well, yeah. Called pentobarbital. I believe I said it right. Which is a barbiturate. And the high from it is like a big old bear hug from Jesus Christ himself. And this is interesting. It says, my grandfather was the first person back in the 30s to ever steal an airplane. I actually have the news article.
Oh, really?
That's kind of a cool claim to fame.
Yeah. Moving on to birthdays, guys. My birthday is actually on Sunday.
Oh man.
That's I don't know, man. You can really try to beg and try to do all kinds of stuff. Here's the deal.
It's so
if it's
simple.
not your birthday, we don't care. If you're having a bachelor party, we don't care. If you're going on a bachelorette party, we don't care. Anniversary, we don't care. Death of a loved one, we don't care. Birthday, we care.
That's it.
We'll sing you a song. Any other important day to you, we couldn't give a flying F.
But if your birthday's on Sunday next year, hit
Yeah.
us up on Monday.
Right.
We got it for you.
Look, we're guys. We'll wish you a happy birthday, but it's got to be on your birthday. After that, guess what? It's not your birthday anymore. No half birthdays, no crap, just your birthday. Moving on. Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you please give our beautiful, loving daughter, Isabella, the birthday song with a Suck It Up cupcake and a little kid fish sandwich? She is on her 8th trip around the sun today. She was extremely happy and surprised to hear her named last year for the request. Thanks for making my 2.5-hour commute more bearable, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. And gal, may you all have many more years of success. That from Mom and Dad. So give it up for Isabella.
Suck it up, cupcake fish challenge.
8 years old. All right, guys, can I get a shout out for our boy Jed? We will be celebrating his 11th lap around the sun today. We're proud of the little man you are becoming. We love you, Mother Clucker. That from Mama, Papa, and Sean. P.S. If one of you could just randomly say the phrase, I like turtles, in a serious tone directly after the shout out, he'd really get a kick out of it.
I like turtles.
It's our son Aiden's 12th birthday. Creepy. All he wants is a bunch of gets from Thrill. Love you, crazy man. That from Mom, Dad, and Austin. Get! Guys, Chad is an avid rockaholic and just as much of a smartass as all of you. He is a strong, kind, and one of the bravest people I know. Give him the dirty Germans talking about his birthday. Give him the dirty Germans talking about what he's going to get on his birthday, being a little karaoke. And a big I love you to pieces from all us girls. Megan, your little mouse, and your little bug. Best guys, that from Megan.
Yeah, generally I prefer not to perform karaoke, but if they will be performing karaoke, you should request Motorhead.
Ja, die lieben dich von deinen Füßen zu deinem Schwanz.
Oh, the Schwanz, yeah.
Happy birthday. Here's Ace of Spades.
Yeah. Junkhead, man in the box.
Oh, Macholas love the show. Today is my friend and coworker Sam's 28th trip around the sun. Could you please give him a your penis is too small and a big old bong rip? Keep doing what y'all do so well. That from Eddie. Oh, naked ladies, for my other half, Joe, please send a warm, happy birthday with a Leroy Jenkins and maybe some dirty Germans with Wobbin. Thanks, guys. He's gotten me stuck on your show, and it's awesome. Gracias from Northern California. That from Evie.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Yeah, for your birthday we put on the children's show. I'll be using your butt as a finger puppet.
Ja, alles Gute zu deinem Tag und ein bisschen Senf darauf schmeißen.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, birthday shout out. Wanted to wish my wonderful wife Jennifer a happy birthday. She is turning 30. We are heading out to Portland to celebrate at some strip clubs. I didn't even know they had strip clubs in Portland.
Never
I've
heard such a thing.
anything
That's
about
weird.
that. They have strip clubs in Portland?
Filthy people.
Get the hell out of here. We got to get down to Portland and go to some strip clubs. But they have great steaks at those strip clubs, probably.
Yeah.
Can I get some dirty Germans talking about these strip clubs? Thanks, guys. That from Uncle Ben.
Yeah, all I know is that the name Jenny is the name for a female ass. I would like to ride that ass.
Ja, du kannst deine Hose wegschmeißen.
You can't crack yourself up in German. I'll tell everybody what we said. Because it's not funny to any of us.
It had to do with pants.
Oh, yeah.
Could you guys please wish my hubby a happy 40th with some disturbing Germans? I love him and cannot wait to welcome our little boy in December. Thank you, guys. That from the lovely Stephanie.
Yeah, if you're already pregnant, then I don't have to tell you that beavers like wood.
Oh ja, du bist sehr dreckig.
I don't know what that means. All the Rockaholics just want to wish my beautiful better half, Tanya Smiley, a wonderful 45th birthday. I didn't get the boat done in time for the birthday cruise out on the water. So what's better than getting a birthday song from the men's room instead? Oh, man, don't put that on us, Jim.
Oh, no, he's right.
You didn't get the boat ready for the birthday? Oh, man. All right, we'll do the birthday song. Rock on, bitches. Much love from a longtime listener. Happy birthday, guys. That from Jim for his better half, Tanya. Ola Bacholas, it's my Uncle Ricky's. Uncle Ricky. Uncle Ricky's 46th trip around the sun. Could you please give him turtle wax with a wedding puke in the paws? Can't wait to get stupid with you. That from Big Time.
Brandon?
That's fun.
All the shows, I am in St. Louis for my best friend's wife's birthday, listening to you guys on the radio.com app. Can I give a birthday shout out to Cindy, the sexiest 60-year-old I know? Can she have a big old bong hit and your penis is too small? Thanks, guys. That from Steve. All right, guys, here we go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. Bitches.
Ja, the Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Couple extras here. Something I didn't see coming. Guys, I work with a guy who was fairly quiet, well-educated, and polite. We had a few conversations, and he was always nice to talk to.
He's a serial killer, isn't he?
I don't know. A few months after he left the company, I walk into the break room to my coworkers talking about a guy who had shot and killed the family doctor and was then pursued and killed by police. Turned out to be the former coworker. That from Jennifer. P.S. My friend Josh at Fort Leavenworth is still wondering if he can get an autographed picture of you guys. Jennifer, absolutely. Just send us an address and an email. We'll get it out. We've got tons of 8x10 glossies, nakeds. We've got all kinds of stuff.
Just put in your request. And do you want it signed by us or other people?
We can just randomly take it out.
By the way, one of my favorite moments, quick aside. I can't remember. We were at some club, and there was a guy there with his son. He's very happy to see us. He approaches me and says, "Hey, man, can I get a picture?" "Yeah, absolutely." He looks at Miles, says, "Hey, man, do you mind if we get a picture?" Miles says no. Takes his camera, takes a picture of him and his son, hands it back to him, and leaves. I thought they were so disappointed.
They were not disappointed.
They were.
That was funny.
I thought it was very funny. I told
funny.
him, I said, you have to be very specific with Miles.
Subject is scam. All the beaches. When I met my boyfriend, he was falling for a Nigerian date scam. I am not kidding, guys. He had met a blonde woman online from England.
Nigerian.
Who needed an escort to Nigeria. They had never spoken in person, but messaged a lot in the email. He went so far as to get an emergency passport and looked into getting a visa for the country. Jesus but when he started doing that, they told him just to send the money to a guy who lived in a city in Nigeria. I told him the only place he can get a visa from is the government of the country. But this supposed blonde woman was convincing him that I didn't know the rules of going to Kenya. They wanted him to send money anyway to pay for the visa and pass and all that. The only thing that saved him was he didn't have any money. Oh, by the way, did I mention he was 35 years old? Yeah, he's just not that bright.
So you wanted to date a stupid broke guy?
Pretty much. Hola, guys. About a week or so ago, you were talking about the French dip sandwich and its origins. You are a massive fan of the French dip.
I like French dips, but I also believe if you go to a restaurant for the first time, and it's that kind of restaurant, the French dip, to me, is the litmus test for if they F this up, the menu probably sucks.
Here we go. It says, I remembered a place I went to when I was living in Los Angeles called Philippi's, home of the original French dip sandwich. Ever since, I have been hooked on their food, and I wished I lived closer. The following web links are to the deli itself with a hyperlink that will tell the story of Philippi's. The other link is to an article that was done back in April about the place. Enjoy. Have a good one. That from Stefan. By the way, you can actually order here from Philippi's and get a delicious...
The Felipe's.
Philippe's, what is it?
It just says to me, salty meat water.
Yeah, that's pretty well what it is. You don't like a French dip?
It's perfect thrill. It's meat, it's bread, it's juice, it's no vegetables.
What's not to like?
You walk into a restaurant, and you can judge it by their salty meat water.
That is correct. That is 100% correct.
Yeah. Couple more here.
And Club's over here just dying.
I
was trying to hold it in.
We just asked on the random question, did you get a good deal on insurance? This guy says, I can tell you I do now. I pay $144 a month. This only after paying $500 a month for over 3 years.
For what?
I didn't have the best driving record when I was a teenager. That from Emmett, the glorified lube tech. A couple more. What gave me
Called
the
a
heebie-jeebies? Oh, boy, this was one that's just disturbing. Man, oh, man,
good.
oh, man. All right, here we go. And this one, by the way, this one comes our way from 105.7 The X in Peoria, Illinois. Guys, I have been a firefighter EMT for close to 17 years. This event happened in August 10 years ago. We had received a welfare check call for an elderly gentleman that had not been heard of since he left for Florida in May. So we arrive on the scene at the address, and I get a very odd feeling when I see all the windows are black. So I tell my partner to pack up and get his full gear on. Mind you, it had been in the high 90s, low 100s for the past few weeks. The power had been off to his home since May. We walk up to the county police officer and says he thinks there is an electrical issue because he hears a very loud buzzing coming from inside the home.
Oh, no.
We tell the officer to break into the house. He breaks the window, and the amount of flies that came out of the house was enough to block the sun for a good few minutes. To actually be able to see in the home, we had to use smoke fans to suck the flies out of the house. The aftermath was the most disgusting thing that I've ever seen, along with the smell. Needless to say, the gentleman had passed away near the time he was supposed to leave for vacation. Thanks, guys. That from Andrew, listening in lovely Central Illinois.
Damn, man.
Yes. And all the guys, I lived in the area about 10 years ago. Now listen to you guys here in Central Michigan, so I'm a day behind. Forgive me, but I did have to share my story in response to what made you say I didn't expect to see that. Guys, back when I played rec softball in Colorado many years ago, we traveled to some tournaments out of town for the weekend. One tournament was far enough away, me and a couple other buddies decided to camp at a reservoir for the night between games. Water level was down far enough where it was like you could camp on the beach, so there we go. As night came, we had our campfire going. We could see others had the same idea. Many fires going on. One particular spot was getting rowdy and began howling. So we howled back. Shortly after that, out of the dark, beyond the campfire light, we saw three pretty ladies walking up to our fire.
All right.
There were three of us, so we're thinking, game on. We chatted the girls up for a bit, then one of them said that she was going to go back to the campsite. Oddly enough, one of the girls said, not yet. I think something's going to happen. That sounded to me that she was looking for a little something, but just then, the horn of our truck honked. We all turn and look at the truck, mind you, just outside of our campfire light to see what we can see. Nothing. So I get up to investigate to see who's messing with the truck. The passenger side is facing us. I walk around to the front with beer in hand to the driver's side. As I get around, someone jumps out wearing a skeleton mask and boos me. I jump, throw my hands in the air, release my beer, which goes flying. I get pissed, grab the person by the arms, headbutt them square in the face. Then I spin them around, deck them again as hard as I can, knocking them to the ground. I jump on them with my arm back for another punch and yell, "Who in the F are you?" Meanwhile, the beer that I launched earlier had landed on my brother at the campfire. He heard the commotion, comes around the back of the truck and sees me. My brother reaches down and pulls off the mask. It was the prettiest girl out of the bunch. My brother and I both gasped, "It's a girl," as we withdrew back. I had to split her cheek and lip open. She just laid there in a daze. Her friends came around and gathered her up. All she could say was, "I've never been hit so hard like that." It turns out that was a rugby team from Northern Colorado University who got really drunk and they like to play pranks on people. But this time it didn't work out.
I felt like they're going to pull off the mask and she was going to say, "I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids." That
from Rick in Central Michigan. Okay, I think we need to go back in time to the last time that we played Ted versus the FCC. Ted is not in today, so we're going to play for you every single miss so far on the year as we go back in time.
At Slither, Short City Shelley sits and Shy City Shelley sits while sipping City Schlitz.
3 times fast.
At Slither, Short City Shelley sits and Shy City Shirley sits while sipping City Slits.
1.
At Slither, Short... Oh! 7 swiftly shipped, shucked she-shells safely to Sushi City.
3 times fast.
7 swiftly shipped, shucked she-shells safely to Sushi City.
1.
7 swiftly shipped, shucked she-shells safely to Sushi City.
2.
7 swiftly shipped, shucked she-shells safely to Sushi City.
Oh!
No! Buck is a fig plucker. Buck plucks figs. Buck's the best fig plucker that ever plucked a fig. Sam is a sheet slitter. Sam slits sheets. Sam's the best sheet slitter that ever slit a sheet.
3 times fast.
Buck is a fig plucker. Buck plucks pigs, or plucks figs. Buck's the best fig plucker that ever plucked a fig. Sham's a sheet. Ship. Sup loves shoop, ships soup. Shoops, ship, sup, sits, and sips. Shoops, ship, soup. Abracadabra.
3 times fast.
Shoops, ship, sup, loves, shoop, ships, soup. Shoops, ship shape, ship short, ship shape, ship silently, ship short, ship shape, ship sit, ship shape, ship silently, ship short, sit silently.
3 times fast.
Ship shape, ship short, ship shape, sit silently, ship short, sit, ship shape, ship silently, ship short, sit silently.
1.
Ship shape, ship short, ship shape, sit silently, ship short, sit, ship shape, ship silently, ship short, sit silently.
2.
Ship shape. Slick Tigger. What? Hey, I'm gonna start again. Slick Tigger, the city slicker, loves sliding and sitting in her shifty city knickers. Silky, slick knickers make Tigger snicker as she's shifting and sliding in sizzling city summers. Sit and shift, Slick Tigger. Sit and shift, Soy Superman.
3 times fast.
Slick Tigger, the city slicker, loves sliding and sitting in her shifty city knickers. Silky, slick knickers. Connie Kent can't cut quality cuts in her quilts. Then cunning Connie Kent started making quality cuts in her stunning, cunning cut quilts.
3 times fast.
Cunning Connie Kent can't cut quality cuts in her quilts. Then cunning Connie Kent started making quality cuts in her stunning, cunning cut quilts.
1.
Cunning Connie Kent can't cut quality cuts in her quilts. Then cunning Connie Kent started making quality cuts in her stunning, cunning quilts. Scary Sherry shipped, shucked, she shipped, shucked, she shells swiftly to sushi. Seamus sat in shifts sharing shiny, shifty sheep. The shifty, shorn sheep sit on the shore shouting, sit or get off the pot, Ted.
3 times fast.
Sean and Seamus sat in shifts shearing shiny, shifty sheep. The shifty, shorn sheep sit in the shoe shouting, sit or get off the pot, Ted.
1.
Sean and Seamus sat in shifts shearing shiny, shifty sheep. The shifty, shorn sheep sit on the shore shouting, sit or get off the pot, Ted.
2.
Sean and Seamus sat in shifts shearing shiny, shifty sheep. The shifty, shorn sheep sit on the shore shouting, Shiro, the city sushi's sushi chef. The sushi chef of city sushi shears city salmon for city sushi's city sashimi.
3 times fast.
Shiro is city sushi chef. The sushi chef of sushi shears.
And Ted, by the way, 14 and 10 on the year.
Not bad, not bad.
And Ted versus the FCC. All right, still to come. Bad jokes on the way. Get those bad jokes to us. 844-999-OLA. You can email the bad jokes to the men's room at mensroomlive.com. Drunk in Charge Ryan Castle kicks off the bad jokes next. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bichola. You have entered the men's room.
Bad jokes, 844-999-OLA. And away we go with the bad jokes.
Hello, Jeff. Welcome to Bad Jokes.
Hola!
Hola!
So this one's for Mike Hawk. What do you call fake spaghetti?
What do you call thick spaghetti? What?
Impasta.
Hello, damn it. Hello, Rob. Welcome to the Bad Jokes.
All right, in honor of Seafair, I got a pirate joke for you.
All right.
Pirate walks into a bar. Bartender says, hey, buddy, you know you got a steering wheel sticking out of the front of your pants there. Pirate says, aye, and it's driving me nuts.
Woman, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. you're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Stephen Throwhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. 22-year-old Joseph Harvey of Gray, Indiana, got an FBI alert on his phone that they were watching his transactions. It was just a computer virus and a joke. But he went to the cops and turned himself in because he was downloading child porn.
Oh, God.
So we pour this booze and drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
Down the throat, the party in our tummies.
Down the hole, bitchola.
Continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.